Hello and welcome there to this video. In this one I want to show a very interesting framework that I've been using for a couple years already, which I like to call kneading the dough. It's a super nice framework that basically will show you many different things all at once while doing it. First, it could be simply a very nice idea to loosen up your body after a full day of office work or a full day of physical practice. Okay, using the floor as a black roll is a very interesting and nice idea. It's very hard, the floor. So if we allow the body to roll over it, it acts as a little massage tool, basically, for our body. Then also it's a great tool to kind of reduce the sphere of going into the floor if you're into acrobatics, floor practice, floor dance, anything like that. Because you will learn how to load joints and your body in various positions, and you will also learn how to load certain joints or maybe painful areas into the body with a little bit more weight that usually you can't do so much. If you're new to floor practice, this is great to start your journey, but already if you have some experience and if you're further ahead, I think there is a lot of things, a lot of insights to be gained from this exercise. So no more introduction, you can directly start with me. I will speak while showing, so you can directly follow along. And of course, you can always elongate everything to how much you need and how much you want to do it, because it feels just so good. Okay, so this framework starts in a quadrupedal position and actually doesn't start with physicality, but with an imagination. And the imagination is that the floor now slowly turns into, let's say, pizza dough or pasta dough, right? So every time you're pushing into the floor, it's not just the floor that you're pushing, but it's also a mass that you're working with, something that you can really put some effort into, okay? And already having this image of a nice, huge pizza dough for me makes it much more interesting than just having a basic floor like this. So from here, I want to start loading my wrists, loading the palms of my hands, and with every pressurization into the floor, I notice already how the pressure is traveling upwards now through my elbow, through my shoulder blade into my torso, and how every push into the floor, into the pizza dough, kind of reacts with a counter push into my body. And already that feels very, very nice for me to slowly load my arms. And for this whole idea of kneading the dough, as much as possible, I want to reduce this action of fully letting go of the dough. I kind of want to squirm around the dough a little bit more, okay? To slowly shift using the tips of my fingers to go into a novel position. So always finding these pivot points. And of course, from the palm of the hands, you can also transition onto the back of the hand. And from here, it already starts that it's not a set of exercises, this idea. It's a very intuitive form of, let's say, a flowy massage, a flowy mobility routine, a flowy floor practice, whatever you want to call it. I simply propose a couple things that you can do, and you can fully explore and take it into different areas maybe that I'm not even proposing right now. So now from here, the next step would be taking it a level deeper onto the forearms. So once again, here you can find different pivot points and therefore go into different configurations of the body, rolling over the forearms and finding different loading points and positions. Now from the forearm, the next step would be lowering down towards the shoulder. You can of course free up your legs to actively help you in this job. So how can you now fold on top of yourself to bring your shoulders down into the floor? And once again, every time you're pushing into the dough reacts and gives a counter push into the body, which also gives this very nice impulse to strengthen certain aspects of the body, no? Now let's stay on one shoulder a little bit and simply move around the shoulder and trying to further massage the dough, and through that also further massage our own shoulders. Maybe even you can go just a little bit higher on top of your neck. How could you do that? And how can you now use the weight of your body to really press down into your neck, into your shoulders. And whenever you want to, of course, you can find the forearms again, the hands again, and maybe go towards the other side. From the shoulder, on the neck, loading just a little bit more. Maybe even fully onto the neck if you feel comfortable doing so. And if not, no worries. You simply continue however it feels good for you. Now from the shoulders, let's move a little bit more onto our chest. So finding here also these rolling points, these pivots, so we can now massage a little bit our chest on the floor. Maybe even a little bit rolling from the shoulder to the chest and back. Or going from one shoulder and chest to the other side. Alright? Basically, a proposition of mine should allow you to explore your body and go into positions that feel good to you. Don't see it as a commando, see it as an invitation. And from here, let's open up the arms and find now this massage on our lats, the side of our body here, the side of the rib cage. How can we now roll over the floor and use the hardness of the floor, the hardness of the dough that we want to make a little bit softer now? How can we use it to find a massage just beneath our armpit? And maybe we can also go to the other side. And from the lat, maybe even going on top of the shoulder blades, rolling around, allowing the hip to lift off the floor. And now finding all of these massage points by kind of pinching my back a little bit and pressing it down into the floor. Now also opening up for the side of our body and the lower back. So again, shifting the focus a little bit different, a little bit elsewhere in the body. Constant easy breath and constant movement. Now from the side, we turn over towards the belly and also press the belly into the floor. Easy breath here. Maybe because now the belly is restricted, we need to move the breath a little bit more into the back. So a couple of very deep breaths here could be very, very nice also. Now let's shift a little bit more towards our hips. So opening the body and going from the side hip to the front hip. Finding all of these rolling points. Maybe you find some tender spots in your muscles, and this is fine. Just don't press as hard, but still go there. Don't fear the pain, don't fear the sensation of tightness. If we always avoid it, it will just grow bigger. So we need to go there a little bit. Now also using this pressure to massage now our bum cheeks. So also rolling around our bum. And you can once again go into different modifications. And this idea is now not to find mobility in your hip, but to find this pressure down, which in return increases also mobility. So just a different intention here. Also the other side, if you haven't done it already, rolling around. Again, the side of the hip, and maybe now even the front part of the thighs. So giving our thighs a very nice big massage here, bending the legs, and that feels very good to me. There are some tender spots, so optimally I would spend a couple minutes here just rolling around. But for the sake of this video, let's also continue towards the other side. Again, reminding you, this gently flowing breath, very easily. Then fully sitting position, and maybe we can now find loading into our lower limbs, so especially now our calves, maybe even our shins, our leg, And using once again the pressure, maybe even now again to the hands, and walking on our body. And using this as well to find a little bit more massage. Right, both sides obviously. Continuing the exploration, continuing the research. And last step for now is really the legs, our feet. How can we use the weight of the body to pressurize our feet or ankles and really go into the floor? And maybe right now, if you're practicing barefoot on very hard floor, you will feel that it's not that comfortable, which is okay. So you can simply use a yoga mat, a blanket, wear socks or shoes like I'm doing. But optimally, you would allow yourself also to go a little bit into this pain, as you won't hurt yourself there really if you do it carefully. It's just something novel probably for your joints, so maybe we can breathe through it and simply reduce a little bit the pressure. Now from here basically we've done all our body, so once again to continue for the next minute a freestyle, rolling around the body and going wherever you want to go. Allowing yourself to massage this dough a little bit more. The pizza dough is already done to put into the oven. And we can go just a little bit more. Maybe we even use the head on the floor. This is something we forgot. So maybe we can finish the dough off with our head into the floor, rolling around. And very slowly bringing it towards an ending. Taking the dough, putting it into the oven and baking a very nice pizza. Now take a moment for yourself and simply feel what's happening inside of you, what's happening on you, what's happening with the skin and with your muscles. And I bet it feels mighty, mighty good. A sense of relaxation, a sense of calmness comes for me. And yeah, this is something that I think truly is a great task that you can do every day, that you can simply do before going to bed or after waking up, before going to practice. If you have 5 minutes and you want to use it nicely to take care of yourself, this is something to consider. See you in the next video. Make sure to hit subscribe to not miss any of the upcoming videos. If you want to see a specific topic, write a comment and I will consider it for sure. And everything else from upcoming workshops to my online programs you will find, of course, in the video description. As always, use the code YouTube10 for 10% discount on all of my online programs. But now that's it. The frogs start calling, so I need to follow them and dance with them. See you.